This is the Celebrity Afterlife Report podcast.
Hello, my friends. Every week, with a few off each year for holidays, we bring to you a collection of the most up-to-the-minute gossip about all your favorite deceased celebrities. And this week is no exception. I am, by the way, the celebrity medium, and as always, I have some stories that my next world contacts have given me to give to you. So enough falderall. What do you say we start this clam bake? Regular listeners know the whole complicated tale of how actress-singer Judy Garland wanted to build an all-female town in the afterlife, only to be thwarted by not being able to find enough construction workers to work on such a project. They tend to be male, you know? Garland finally found the workers she needed with the help of Fred Trump, father of the Donald, but ran into another roadblock when lesbians and feminists objected to her plan for she and Trump Sr. to run the town as co-mayors. So she ended up giving the blueprints for the town to aviator Charles Lindbergh, who secretly planned to turn the town into an all-white enclave. That project, as you would expect, drew a lot of opposition from Afterlife residents who, go figure, object to racism and apartheid. The leaders of the opposition were Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his new BFF Adolf Hitler, a changed man who has renounced his former Nazi beliefs. The protests seem to have finally gotten the best of Lucky Lindy, and construction of the town appears to be stopped. Okay, that's where things are at currently, but a new wrinkle has been added to the plot. In recent days, the Earthly Plain Press has uncovered a forgotten piece of Fred Trump's past. It seems that Trump, who is now using the last name Garland, after publicly criticizing his son's run for the U.S. presidency as a publicity stunt, was once arraigned by New York City police at a Ku Klux Klan rally, which turned into a near riot. Also, back in 1975, Fred Trump settled a lawsuit with the Justice Department over allegedly refusing to rent homes to black families. When the next world press heard about these old stories, reporters descended on Trump, or Garland, as he's now calling himself. Unlike his estranged son, who seems to revel in toying with the press, Fred has been brusque with the reporters, and I'm told nearly came to blows with one who asked him if he was a racist. This story just gets more and more convoluted, and it doesn't look as if that's going to end anytime soon. If you are old enough to have watched the smash TV show Laugh-In when it was on the air, you'll surely remember Judy Carne. She was a member of the cast who was often seen in a bikini with wacky sayings written all over her body, and whose catchphrase was, "Suck it to me!" That may all sound incredibly corny to younger listeners, but trust me, between 1968 and 1970, that was a surefire ratings getter. Before her stint on Laugh-In, Carne was married for a time to actor Burt Reynolds. Judy Carne transitioned to the afterlife last week. According to my sources, the crowd assembled to greet her was sizable, if not huge, but it had at least one notable person in it. That person was Edith Tolson, better known as J. Edgar Hoover, the former director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. Long-time listeners will remember that in the next world, Hoover admitted publicly he was transgender and was in love with his longtime right-hand man, Clyde Tolson. J. Edgar got sexual reassignment surgery and changed her name. The two have been happily married for some time now. Edith confessed to Carne that in her J. Edgar days, she was a big fan of Laugh-In and Judy Carne in particular. She shocked the Sakatumi girl by admitting that she used to fantasize about herself as Carne, which made the Laugh-In star laugh. I'm told that the two hit it off immediately and they promised to keep in touch. So it sounds like yet another unlikely friendship has been born in the next world. Also this past week, actor Martin Milner transitioned to the afterlife. Milner appeared in a number of movies and TV shows over the years, but was best known for starring in the long-running 60s series Route 66. My Next World paparazzi sources tell me that he arrived in his new existence simultaneously with Judy Carne. The stories say there was a big buzz around Carne being greeted by the former J. Edgar Hoover, with members of the press pushing each other as they all tried to get pictures of the two talking, so that Milner was mostly ignored by the crowd. Martin seemed to be fine with his low-key arrival, and he immediately sought out a transition counselor to get information about the lay of the land, so to speak. Now, it sounds like the actor is hoping to have a quiet existence in the afterlife, but I have to remind myself that the way a person arrives there is not necessarily indicative of how things will go over time, so we'll see, I guess. Lastly, a quick update on the story surrounding the all-white community Charles Lindbergh was hoping to build in the next world. Now, as I said last week, the shovels are down at the site, and it looks as if construction has come to a permanent stop. Lindbergh hasn't been seen in public in about 2 weeks, and the protests led by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his friend Adolf Hitler have disbanded, as I was just telling you. However, I was informed just before recording this edition of the report that there may be a shocking development in the story about to be revealed. I couldn't get any further details about that from my source, but I'm working on finding out exactly what's up, and I hope to be able to tell you more about it in next week's report, because I have a feeling it's going to be a doozy. And with that cliffhanger, I'm going to turn off the microphone for this week. Between now and then, I'm going to try to get to the bottom of the Lindbergh story. Between now and then, would you please help spread the word that the report is available for free on iTunes, because I'd appreciate it. I'll be back next week with more up-to-the-minute gossip about all your favorite deceased celebrities. I am the Celebrity Medium. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Celebrity Afterlife Report podcast. To ask a question about your favorite deceased celebrity, call 818-3-MY-DREAM. 818-3-MY-DREAM. 818-369-3732.